Okay, continuing our HTML5 form demo. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on the UC FileSpace web server, and I'll show you how to do that, and then we'll look and see how it works, and we'll hook up our uh, PHP form, which will return the data from this. Okay, all right, first thing that we have to do is we have to go ahead and connect the script on the server here. So this is called show form.php, and originally I thought that there was a problem with the script, and I played around with it, but then I realized that basically for the script to work you have to have the name element filled in for each of the input types. So make sure that you did that, otherwise you won't see how it works. Okay, let's save this, and I'm going to go ahead and minimize Dreamweaver and pop over to my browser windows here, and we're going to ucfilespace.uc.edu. Go ahead and log in. Oops, I'm already logged in. So you would click here to log in. I'm logged in because I did this a few minutes ago and it remembered. Go to My Files. Now, you don't want to click in here because it takes forever to update. So I've learned that it works best if you click over here. We want to go to our Sites directory. All the web pages for our personal website on UC FileSpace have to be in the Sites directory. And the launch page, the primary page, is the index.html. So because I did not change the name of my file that I'm using here, and it's something like HTML5 form demo or some such like that, I can put it in this same directory. Normally when I create a web app, I always name the file index.html. Then it would have to go in its own directory, and I'd go on up here and there's little links to make the directory and all that. But I don't need to do that here. So I'm going to go ahead and upload my file. So I'll click Upload, choose File. Now notice this little box that says Overwrite Existing. I'm going to do that, and because I've already done this a few times, and I want to make sure I get the latest version of the file. So choose File. And because I did this before, it went right to my working directory. So again, here's my HTML form test HTML page, which I just added the link to the server file there, the show form PHP in Dreamweaver. That's the same file I just showed you in Dreamweaver. So I'll go ahead and click Open and then Upload. Okay, I'll give it a second. And then I'm going to go on back and grab the script file. And again, I want to overwrite that. So there's the show form PHP file. I did modify that, but it shouldn't matter. It should work the way that I have it in Blackboard for you. I just simplified it a little bit initially when I thought that there was an issue with it. Okay, now we're ready to test our form on the web server, and we should get the feedback from the script when we successfully submit the form. So you need to go to homepages.uc.edu/tilde. That's this little character up here, and it's up in the upper left corner over the tab key on a Windows keyboard. Then your username, Wolf T is mine, and then either your directory and the path to your file, which would be directory index.html, or if you did it like I did here, where I have a different name and I just uploaded it in Sites, the name of that file. Now you can see this came up because I had just done this. There's my form. Again, I don't have any CSS on it. Let's go ahead and start to experiment with the form. I'll continue with Fred Collins here. Oh, pardon me. Sorry about that. And 17. This first time I'm going to try and make the form work just so you can see the output. So 23045 Privet Drive, London. And I'm going to leave the Alaska in to see how that works, because I think that's the only thing that I'm going to have to actually mess with with the scripting. So I'll determine that right now. So 513-234-7856, and then Fred at glasgow.net. Okay, here we go. Let's submit our form. And here's the PHP output. So notice it has the first name, and this is the problem right here. It's showing that the state was Alaska. And if I go back here into Dreamweaver, let's see, where is that? Oh, come on, Tom, you didn't close Dreamweaver, did you? Nope, there it is. I did put the required field here on the state, and it didn't actually force it to choose, so it took Alaska. So I'm going to have to put my dummy option back in. I'll come on over here, option, choose state. So now at least I'll know if they actually chose it or not. So the required doesn't work on this. I was trying to think about a way to do a pattern, and basically what I need to do is I need to tell it not to be choose state. And I couldn't figure that out right off the top of my head, so I'll have to come back and maybe we can do that today. Okay, so I've just changed the file, I've saved it. I'll go ahead and minimize this, go back to my UC file space page. Come on now, there's the browser, here we go. And I'll upload the file again. Again, I want to overwrite the existing because I've just changed it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that and then click upload here. Now if I go back to this tab where I got the output, I can just go ahead and back up to the form and then click reload to reload the form. And notice the difference. Now it's saying choose state. So again, now let's do some more manipulation here. 36. So I'm not going to test the form extensively now because I already know the HTML will work a certain way. Just going to enter some data here. So again, it's showing the choose state. So at least I can use the dummy value to keep track of whether or not the user actually made an entry. And let's just pop back here, change that to Kentucky, submit, and so now it's picking it up. So it's looking like the only real JavaScript we need on the client is to enforce these option choices on the select input value. So we'll come back and look at that today in class. So let me go ahead and save this video.